For Mary Earps, time hasn't really helped dull the pain of the Lionesses' loss in Sydney, although she says she's trying not to relive it on a daily basis.
Not so much replaying it, no. I think that would be, a brutal form of therapy maybe somehow. But, that's the reality. That's football. We fell short, but we gave it our best go, and I don't think there's any shame in that.
She's been tremendous.
She was so distraught that she even had to force herself to smile when she was awarded the prestigious Golden Glove given to the tournament's best goalkeeper.
I just kept thinking about my loved ones really, and thinking about what that moment would also mean to them, and if there could be a picture where I don't look miserable as sin, that'll be a really nice photo to look back on and for them to have.
Well, Mary Earps, needed by England.
Of Earps' many standout moments in Australia, her penalty save in the final topped the lot. Her X-rated reaction that followed it became a viral hit on social media.
There was so much emotion around that. So much passion, I think you could see.
Can you remind us what you said afterwards?
I don't remember, I don't recall, but I've heard it's done the rounds, so I think it's just when passion boils over and it's not particularly at anyone or anything, it's just like this massive joy and delight and ecstasy, and that's kind of what it was. It's hard to apologise for being myself and hard to apologise for such an emotionally charged moment.
Since the final, though, the headlines have all been about one man and his actions that night. Luis Rubiales hasn't apologised, but was banned by FIFA and has now quit his role at the top of Spanish football.
I just think it's a real shame, because I think they're a fantastic team and they played a really good tournament as well. But all the world has really spoken about has been that, and that's just really disappointing for not just women's football, but football in general.
He has now resigned, so in a way, the outcry and what's happened subsequently, a bit of a victory for women's football, do you think?
I think there's still a long way to go.
Do you think we're in the place, or football in this country is in a place, where it can take advantage of what you've achieved?
I think the conversation around equality always sort of centres around equal pay, and I don't think that's even part of the discussion really. I think it's in other areas that we're focusing on. Quality of treatment, quality of facilities, things like that. So that is the positive thing about having success, is there's an opportunity for you to be heard, whereas when you're not successful, the doors are very much closed.
The Lionesses are still in dispute with the FA over bonuses and their commercial value. They publicly criticised their bosses before the World Cup, but Earps now expects those negotiations to conclude quickly and amicably.
Nobody wants to fight with anyone. Everyone's here to all sing off the same hymn sheet and all push the game in the right direction. And I'm sure if we all want that, we'll all have a positive conclusion.
She is a thorn in sports giant Nike's side. Today she's speaking to them for the first time about her campaign to get them to make replica goalkeeping shirts, and their U-turn agreeing to provide a small number.
I feel really strongly that there's a large group of people who are not being served by our main sponsor, and it's a really damaging message to send to young kids, and that again just ties into my passion for football, my passion for goalkeeping. I feel really strongly about making goalkeeping cool and making it accessible to people.
It's not many people who stand up to that company and make progress.
I have been told, and I think that is a bit pinch me, to be honest with you.
Bugs Life, no, B-movie.
Dedicated to her sport, social media provides an escape. Her TikTok account is heading towards 1 million followers.
I'm not really a very posy person. I don't see myself as being particularly photogenic, so putting pictures on Instagram of, I don't know, me standing there trying to look all glammed up and proper it's just not me. I'm just someone who, I try not to take life too seriously off the pitch, but on the pitch I'm super intense.
You've got a great double act going with Millie Bright.
Yeah, she loves the TikTok too. She loves it.
It works really well. It reminded me, I think female Anson Deck was what came to mind.
Oh, really? I'll take that as a huge compliment. They're great.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I do. Take that.
So there could be a future there.
Well, we'll have to see. I'll have to run it by her. I don't know who she wants to be, Ant or Deb.
Earps wouldn't be drawn on the tug-of-war between current club Manchester United and Arsenal, but did have a vision of hers and women's football's future.
I would like it to look shiny with trophies and, yeah, lots of success, lots of good memories, and hopefully plenty of packed-out stadiums.
Whoever's side she does end up on or off the pitch, one thing you can guarantee is Mary Earps will have your back. Steve Scott, ITV News.